today.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And a look here now at their fourth-year quarterback.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win.
Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. And into the end zone, a pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
This defense for the Niners, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
Yeah, they only allowed 13 points, and you can poll all 32 coaches, and I guarantee you they'd say, we'll take that every single week. But let me think about that for a second. Maybe there'd be one contrarian that would say, give me 10.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with third and about 6 yards to go. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 4 catches, 61 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On second down, it's Lamb, and he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards the pickup, first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. He'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Lamb. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They're going to look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Back to throw again. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick six. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to... taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. The numbers for him from a week ago. 13 carries, 82 yards, and a touchdown.
He's really been someone special to watch this season and brings a real unique element to their offense. Even with defenses focusing on him all year, he still sits 4th in the league in yardage. Hard to come up with an answer for a back playing as well as he has been. They've got their work cut out for them in this one as he chases another big week.
27 yards there, a first down. See some head shaking on that defensive sideline because so much focus on taking away what he did last week as NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Big gain there for him to start.
I love your observation because you would think they'd be prepared for him after what he did the previous week. But sometimes that skill set actually intimidates a defense, and he used it to his great advantage.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 2.
They'll set up to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there.
His 7th rushing touchdown on the year,
as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was all finished off by the 17-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now a handoff up the middle. Lamb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Sadly, that's the type of run we've seen from these guys this year, ranked 32nd last in the NFL.
But there is good news because there's nowhere to go but up. Unfortunately, up might have to wait until next season.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw here.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Taken in at the 22.
A good head-down running on the return, gets about 15 yards.
And out will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Here we go. 53.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory.
2nd down and 4.
They'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Lamb.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
So this, Charles, on paper at least, not the most even of matchups. Polar opposite, really. I mean, on one sideline, you got the hottest team in the league, still unbeaten, and on the other side, a winless squad.
And that's why I owe you, and I owe you big, because you did email me this week to remember any given Sunday. That was a phrase you typed to me, and that's what we have to remember in this ball game. It resounds when you think about it. Unbeaten versus...
And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown. A great effort there. 69 yards.
And the 49ers are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll set up a throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Lamb. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
And he'll go right back to Lamb. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Okay, so the personal foul penalty. And those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit. It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot.
He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And they will remain well behind.
It's hard to be surprised at the miss there with the way this first half has gone. Here they were hoping to get some sort of momentum to carry them into the locker room, but even this doesn't pan out.
Set punt, yellow, 43. Strike. Striker, 3-3, set, go.
They'll throw now on the final play. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
Returning from his end zone is Barner. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Yeah, this is going to put him back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line.
49 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for 3rd down. They'll look to throw here.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Going up top, and he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
The Niners set to take over on offense. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll take this one up to about the 23.
59 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Here is 3rd down and 4.
He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
They'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man. Complete.
Down the left sideline.
Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Niners add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now here's a throw that's complete. So nothing doing there, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The Saints on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 30. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
Throw left side is hauled in by Palmer.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Saints are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will cut this lead down to 25.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
And the 49ers getting set to trot out there.
As they try to finish things off in this 4th quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6.
10 cycles.
They go play action here on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
Well, obviously they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Niners start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
But when this game is done, the credit will go to the consistent pressure on the quarterback as a huge cause of this win. Most teams are happy if they get a few of these games per year. You know they're going to watch this tape over and over, try to identify what's working, and keep it going.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's Logan Cook now. as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
He's going to go up top again.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Saints are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants him to finish this one out.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point splits the uprights, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack.
Talk about two sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front 7, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And they'll start out with great field position at at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
And this is caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Niners, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Saints, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at